Thank you. My name is Hudson Maila. I'm employed as the Senior HR Manager for Rent Water. And about Rent Water, we are a water utility reporting to the Department of Water and Sanitation in terms of the Water Services Act. We are here today participating in the Skills Development Summit, mainly because we've got a number of flagship programs that will benefit people from or students from the rural community and even people that are coming off from the institutions of higher learning, and as well as extending our corporate social investment around people based in primary and secondary school level. So the details, I think people will be able to get it from the stand or from my presentation. But other than that, some of the information is available on the website. So in terms of how I'm experiencing this, we had a few learners coming through into the auditorium. The questions they were asking, I could resonate with them, mainly because people, for example, will be asking to say, I'm not in the science and mathematics field of study. What about us in commercial or doing commercial subjects? For us as Rent Water, our programs run across. We've got graduates coming through participating in HR. We've got technical disability learnerships, and we've got training programs tailor-made for people who want to pursue careers as chartered accountants, and we are registered with CSIR. Without going into detail, I think coming into Rent Water, although we're not exclusively saying these programs are only available in Rent Water, we've got some exciting programs that can benefit people not only from the skills development front, as well as looking at the level of innovation. If you look at our scientific services division, that's where most of the innovation can be expected, as well as the research and development. Although some of the functions are spread across in the business, we believe that being in Rent Water offers bright opportunities for not only young people, but anybody who's interested in pursuing a career in water-related studies. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Can you maybe comment on how South Africa's freshwater state compared to the rest of Africa?
Okay, I will say as Rent Water, we are an ISO accredited organization, which means we have to comply very seriously with the International Organization of Standards. And occasionally, everything, be it our product water or the type of work that we do, we have surveillance audits, which means at any given time, our water samples can be tested to see if they comply with some specific standards. If I can just mention, our laboratories are accredited in terms of the ISO 17025, which means we need to be able to demonstrate that the systems or the facilities that we are using are up to scratch. And for that matter, in terms of what goes into the system, the level of quality of water that we need to be producing has to meet specific standards. You are class 1 and 2 of the SANS 241. So it's safe to say we're at a level where we can say our water is safe because the quality of water thereof is tested. And in terms of that accreditation that I've spoken to, you look at it to say there are 3 components that we need to satisfy in terms of maintaining our accreditation. You can look at whether our products are safe, whether our products are fit for purpose, and whether our products or through our products we are able to offer some redress. I can give an example to say if you suspect that your quality of water is not satisfactory, we've got a customer care line where you can call in. You'll be guided in terms of how to either collect samples or somebody to come and collect samples so that we can test them, produce a report, and give you an indication in terms of how safe the level of water is. So generally, from our perspective as Rent Water, we are confident that the level of quality in terms of our water meets specific standards, whether through the World Health Organization as a benchmark or one of the organizations we benchmark with, we cannot complain. But generally, we have other water boards, which of course we are working in partnership and supporting, and somehow, yes, to some extent, we can say through our partnership collaborative efforts, we can make sure that the level of quality or the quality of water in South Africa, whether you are getting it through the municipality, you can be assured that it meets specific standards.
So why did you get involved in the Rand water industry? What was it that excited you personally? Why should
Personally,
people? Yeah.
I think for me, I had a lot to offer. Um, you know, from an organizational point of view, Rent Water is a brand. And, people will be saying if you join Rent Water, you are lucky. And it's not only about that. It has exciting opportunities. When you come in there, you are very much challenged. I'm in HR, and if I can relate to the extent in which I was able to contribute to the organization, I can even mention that recently we won the South African HR Team of the Year, and I was part of that particular team. So it's not much about what you stand to gain from Rent Water, it's about how much you know, what you can do with what you have to make sure that as a company we grow the organization forward. We've got a growth strategy which says we are venturing into new markets. We also have a new mandate from the shareholder that suggests that we are going to operate in extended areas of service. So in essence, if you come into Rent Water, if you look at specific intervals, when you came in somewhere down the line and into the future, you'll never be the same. Thank you.